The Revelation begins with introductions to the theme of number 7, as in the 7 underworld judges of the Anunnaki lords. As in the enlightened 7 from Venus, who now exist here in an underground city, called Shambhala or Agartha, and is ruled by a male named Satan, Sanat. The names are so close to one another. You can read more about them, who arrived here from the bright and morning star of Venus, in Tibetan Buddhist accounts. The Book of Enoch also introduces 7 archangels or fallen angels, and as well, Jehovah, the Lord of the Bible, has 7 redemptive names. To begin the revelation, in chapter 1, verse 4, the writer says hello to the 7 churches. Then in verse 12 of the very first chapter, the writer witnesses 7 golden candlesticks. The Old Testament also spoke of 7 golden candlesticks. These candlesticks were honored in the creation of the Ark of the Covenant between Moses and the Lord, as written in Exodus chapter 25, verse 31 to 32. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work shall the candlestick be made, his shaft, and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers, shall be of the same. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the candlestick out of the one side, and 3 branches of the candlestick out of the other side. And as can be seen in Exodus chapter 25, verse 37, the magic number of 7, once again is affirmed, in the design of the Ark of the Covenant. And thou shalt make the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it. Now, by chapter 2, whomever the Christ is, gets a wee bit angry. In chapter 2, verse 20, the Christ says, Notwithstanding I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. We just heard the word servants again, and the man called Jesus never once referred to humans as servants, nor did Jesus ever once mention the name Jezebel. However, Jehovah sure didn't like the Phoenician princess, as is confirmed in the first book of Kings, chapter 16, verse 31. And it came to pass, as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam the son of Nebat, that he took to wife Jezebel the daughter of Ethbaal king of the Zidonians, and went and served Baal, and worshipped Baal. Now, Jehovah or Yahweh, or whatever name, doesn't take too kindly to humans worshipping other gods, and this is noted again in the first book of Kings, chapter 21, verse 23. And of Jezebel also spoke the Lord, saying, The dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. The Christ finishes speaking about Jezebel in the same chapter, and the Christ gets a bit temperamental, as written in chapter 2, verse 21 to 23. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not. Behold, I will cast her into a bed, and them that commit adultery with her into great tribulation, except they repent of their deeds. And I will kill her children with death. And the only one to say, I will kill children, in the Bible, was not Jesus, but Jehovah, as written in Leviticus, chapter 26, verses 21 to 22. If even then you remain hostile toward me and refuse to obey, I will inflict you with 7 more disasters for your sins. I will release wild animals that will kill your children and destroy your cattle, so your numbers will dwindle and your roads will be deserted. Are you beginning to see that it is the murderous Lord of the Old Testament, who is now pretending to be Jesus, in the Revelation? To begin chapter 4 of the Revelation, in verse 5, the writer witnesses the 7 spirits of God, and out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of God. Let's take a quick look at the 7 redemptive names of Jehovah, and where they are found in the Bible. Number 1 is Jehovah Yireh, the Lord will provide. Located in Genesis, chapter 22, verse 14. Number 2 is Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that healeth. Located in Exodus, chapter 15, verse 26. Number 3 is Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner. Located in Exodus, chapter 17, verses 15 to 16. Number 4 is Jehovah Shalom, the Lord our peace. Located in Judges, chapter 6, verses 23 to 24. Number 5 is Jehovah Ra'ah, the Lord my shepherd. Located in the Psalm, chapter 23, verse 1. Number 6 is Jehovah Tzidkenu, the Lord our righteousness. Located in Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 6. And number 7 is Jehovah Shammah, the Lord is present. Located in Ezekiel, chapter 48, verse 35. Now to be fair, not to pick on this religion alone, it is fair to remind you, there are a variety of Greek, Roman and other religions, which concepts also share pantheon fairy tales of 7 gods. However, not to confuse you, and remain on course, I am focusing on the world's #1 deception, I mean religion. Once again, I will hear nothing of Islam, Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist religions, nor other religions. All religions fall under the same category of deception, and were born and guided from rulers below. So don't get overly excited and start excreting crap from the anus between the butt cheeks on your face that your religion is better. Enough already of the stupidity. In the meantime, back to revealing secrets of the revelation.